Story opens in the golden countryside of 18th century Kyoto. Cicadas hum in the thick summer air, and the gentle sound of a shakuhachi flute drifts through bamboo groves. You are 7 years old, living a simple life measured by the ringing of temple bells and the soft rustle of rice fields. Your days are filled with the scent of barley porridge, the feel of wooden sandals, and laughter echoing from the village stream. A humble wooden house sits at the edge of the fields where you spin a bamboo toy, giggling as it wobbles in the dust. This peaceful world is about to change forever. Suddenly, the laughter halts as soft, deliberate footsteps approach. A woman stands before your home, her face powdered white and her kimono shimmering like liquid moonlight. Even the cicadas seem to hush in her presence. She kneels and studies you closely, her fingers gently tracing your cheeks, jaw, and the curve of your ear. Her gaze lingers, unfamiliar and intense. You do not understand her words, only the sound of coins clinking into your father's palm. Silence falls. Your mother's eyes avoid yours, and the sound of summer fades, replaced by the creak of a closing door. Moments later, you are gently lifted into a palanquin. The countryside you once knew blurs past in streaks of green and gold as the palanquin sways. The flute's melody falters, giving way to melancholy strings. The world you knew, filled with laughter, warmth, and familiarity, begins to vanish behind you. The journey is quiet, marked only by the soft footsteps of bearers and the distant calls of birds. You clutch your bamboo toy, feeling the weight of change settle in your small hand. The unknown awaits, and your heart beats with a mix of fear and wonder. As dusk settles over Kyoto, lanterns float above narrow streets and rainwater glistens on ancient cobblestones. The palanquin comes to stop before a grand yet somber house, the Akiya, known as the House of Flowers. You step inside, expecting blooms, but instead find a world of women who have become their own kind of art. Each carries herself with a grace shaped by endurance and tradition. The air is thick with the scent of incense and the quiet hum of whispered secret. This is your new home, a place both beautiful and forbidding. Inside the House of Flowers, you see a young girl kneeling awkwardly as a senior Jaiko glides past. The Jaiko's face is painted white, her lips a deep crimson, and her eyes hold secrets lacquered in centuries of tradition. You stare too long, caught between awe and fear. The senior Jaiko's voice cuts through the silence, cold and commanding. "Fetch my tea, little rat." You bow, hands trembling, and hurry away. The air smells faintly of rain and old wood, and you realize that every gesture here is a lesson in survival. Days pass in a blur of new routines. You learn to bow lower, to walk softer, to speak only when spoken to. The older women watch you with a mixture of curiosity and indifference. Every mistake is met with a sharp word or a silent glance. You begin to understand the unspoken rules that govern the House of Flowers, rules that shape every movement, every breath. The world outside fades further away, replaced by the rhythm of chores and the quiet discipline of tradition. You are no longer a child of the fields, but an apprentice in a world of shadows and grace. Durance becomes your silent companion. You watch as the older women transform themselves each day, faces painted, hair arranged, kimonos tied with precise care. Their beauty is a mask, their smiles practiced. You mimic their movements, learning to hide your fear behind a calm exterior. The lessons are difficult and the nights are long. Sometimes you hear quiet sobs behind paper walls, a reminder that every petal in this house has weathered its own storm. Still you persist, determined to find your place among them. A morning you are summoned by the mistress of the house. She studies you with a calculating gaze before bestowing upon you a new name, a name that will be your identity within these walls. The name is both a gift and a burden, a symbol of your transformation from child to apprentice. You bow deeply, accepting this new self. The old life with its laughter and sunlight feels distant now. In its place is a sense of purpose, fragile but growing. You are no longer who you were, you are becoming someone. Your days are now filled with lessons. You learn to pour tea with elegance, to kneel without faltering, to play the shamisen with delicate fingers. The senior Jaiko corrects your posture, your speech, your every gesture. Mistakes are met with patience or scorn depending on the mood of your teacher. Each lesson is a step toward mastery, but also a reminder of how far you have to go. The House of Flowers is both a school and a stage, and you are its newest performer. Wearing a kimono is an art in itself. The layers are heavy, the obi tight around your waist. You struggle at first, tripping over the hem or fumbling with the ties. The older women help you, their hands quick and sure. They teach you how to move with grace, how to let the fabric become an extension of your body. The kimono is both armor and adornment, a symbol of your new life. As you walk the halls, you begin to feel its weight, not just on your shoulders, but in your heart. Each morning you watch as the senior Jaiko applies her makeup, white powder, red lips, blackened brows. The process is slow, almost sacred. You learn to mimic her, your own face becoming a canvas for transformation. The ritual is both comforting and strange, a daily reminder that beauty here is crafted, not born. The mirror reflects a new version of yourself, one that is both familiar and foreign. You wonder if your family would recognize you now, beneath the layers of paint and tradition. We're taught the subtle language of fans, how a flick of the wrist can signal amusement, annoyance, or affection. The fan becomes an extension of your thoughts, a silent way to communicate in a world where words are often dangerous. You practice for hours, watching the older women as they move through conversations with effortless grace. The fan is both shield and invitation, a tool for survival in the delicate dance of the Akiya. Life in the House of Flowers is not all elegance and art. There are endless chores, scrubbing floors, washing kimonos, preparing tea. The work is hard and mistakes are not easily forgiven. Discipline is strict and every task is a lesson in humility. You learn to move quickly and quietly to anticipate the needs of others before your own. The days are long, but each one brings a small sense of accomplishment. You are slowly earning your place here. Mistress of the Akiya is a formidable presence. Her gaze is sharp, her words few but powerful. She oversees every detail of the house, from the training of apprentices to the finances that keep the doors open. You fear her but also admire her strength. She is both protector and judge, and her approval is hard-won. In quiet moments you catch glimpses of kindness beneath her stern exterior, a gentle touch, a rare smile. She is the heart of the House of Flowers, and you long to earn her trust. Amidst the strict routines you find moments of friendship. Another apprentice close to your age shares whispered stories and stolen laughter. Together you navigate the challenges of the Akia, supporting each other through failures and small victories. These bonds become a lifeline, a reminder that you are not alone in this world of discipline and expectation. Friendship blooms quietly like a flower in the shade, offering comfort and hope. Day of your first performance arrives. You are dressed in your finest kimono, hair adorned with delicate ornaments. Nerves flutter in your stomach as you step onto the stage, the eyes of guests and Senior Jaco upon you. The music begins and you move through the dance you have practiced for weeks. Every step, every gesture is a test of your training. When the performance ends, there is a moment of silence before polite applause fills the room. Relief washes over you, you have survived your first try. After your performance, the Senior Jaco nods in approval. It is a small gesture, but it fills you with pride. The other apprentices congratulate you quietly, and for the first time you feel a sense of belonging. The mistress offers a rare smile and you realize that you are beginning to earn the respect of those around you. The journey is far from over, but this moment is a milestone, a sign that you are growing into your new life. Occasionally, letters arrive from your family in the countryside. The words are simple, filled with news of the village and memories of your childhood. You read them in secret, tears slipping down your cheeks. The letters are a lifeline to your past, a reminder of who you once were. They bring comfort but also longing, a bittersweet ache for the world you left behind. Still, you tuck them away, drawing strength from their words as you continue your journey. As you grow older, you begin to understand the true cost of beauty in the House of Flowers. The makeup, the kimonos, the endless lessons, all are paid for with your time, your labor, and sometimes your tears. The older women speak in hushed tones about debts and obligations, about the sacrifices required to survive in this world. You listen, learning that every privilege comes with a price. The House of Flowers is both sanctuary and cage, and you must find your own way to thrive within its wall. Annual festival arrives, filling the streets of Kyoto with music, lanterns, and laughter. The House of Flowers prepares for a night of celebration. You and the other apprentices help decorate the halls, stringing paper lanterns and arranging flowers. The excitement is contagious, and for a moment the strict routines are replaced by joy. That night you perform for guests from across the city, your dance illuminated by the soft glow of lanterns. The festival is a rare chance to celebrate, to feel truly alive. Behind the Akia you discover a small, hidden garden. It is a place of quiet beauty filled with mossy stones, delicate flowers, and the gentle sound of water. You visit the garden whenever you can, finding solace among the blooms. Here you can breathe freely away from the watchful eyes and strict rules. The garden becomes your sanctuary, a reminder that beauty can exist even in the most unlikely places. Late at night you hear the older women sharing stories of their own childhoods, tales of loss, love, and resilience. Their voices are soft, tinged with nostalgia and regret. You listen from the shadows, realizing that every woman in the House of Flowers carries her own history. These stories become a tapestry, weaving together the past and present. You begin to understand that you are part of something larger, a legacy of endurance and transformation. Passing of seasons marks your time in the House of Flowers. Cherry blossoms drift past the windows in spring, while autumn brings the scent of wood smoke and falling leaves. Each season brings its own rituals and celebrations, its own challenges and joys. You learn to adapt, to find beauty in change. The rhythm of the natural world becomes intertwined with the rhythm of your new life, grounding you in the present even as you dream of the future. One day, a beloved Senior Jaco leaves the House of Flowers. Her absence is felt deeply, a reminder that nothing here is permanent. The apprentices mourn quietly, each coping in their own way. You realize that loss is an inevitable part of life in the Akia. The experience teaches you resilience, the ability to move forward even when the heart aches. You honor her memory by striving to embody the grace and strength she showed you. Rituals shape every aspect of life in the House of Flowers. From morning prayers to evening dances, each act is imbued with meaning. You find comfort in these routines, a sense of order in a world that often feels uncertain. The rituals connect you to the women who came before you, to the traditions that have endured for generations. Through repetition you find strength and stability, a foundation on which to build your own future. Occasionally you are allowed to leave the Akia for errands or festivals. The city outside is vibrant and chaotic, a stark contrast to the order of the House of Flowers. You savor these moments of freedom, wandering through bustling markets and quiet temples. The world feels vast and full of possibility, but also overwhelming. Each return to the Akia is bittersweet. You long for freedom, but also crave the safety of home. As you grow, the expectations placed upon you increase. The mistress and Senior Jaco demand perfection in every task, every performance. You feel the weight of their scrutiny, the pressure to succeed. Mistakes are met with disappointment and praise is rare. You struggle to balance your own desires with the demands of the house. The burden is heavy, but you learn to carry it with dignity, determined to prove yourself worthy. One evening you meet a young man from the city. His kindness and curiosity draw you in, and you find yourself longing for his company. The rules of the Akia forbid such attachments, but your heart is restless. You steal moments together in secret, sharing dreams and fears beneath the moonlit sky. The love is bittersweet, filled with both joy and sorrow. You know that it cannot last, but for a time it gives you hope. When your secret is discovered, the consequences are swift and harsh. The mistress is furious and you are punished with extra chores and isolation. The young man is banished from the Akia and you are left to mourn the loss of your first love. The experience is painful, but it teaches you the importance of loyalty and the dangers of defiance. You emerge stronger, your resolve hardened by heartbreak. After your punishment, a new mentor is assigned to guide you. She is strict but fair, offering guidance and support as you rebuild your confidence. Under her tutelage, you refine your skills and deepen your understanding of the traditions that shape your life. The bond between you grows and you come to see her as both teacher and friend. Her wisdom becomes a source of strength, helping you navigate the challenges ahead. Years pass and you grow into your role within the House of Flowers. Your movements are graceful, your performance is flawless. The younger apprentices look to you for guidance, and the mistress begins to trust you with greater responsibilities. You have mastered the art of survival, transforming hardship into strength. The House of Flowers is no longer a cage, but a place where you have found purpose and belonging. Reflect on your journey from frightened child to accomplished Jaco. The path has been difficult, marked by loss and sacrifice, but also by growth and discovery. You have learned to find beauty in adversity, to draw strength from tradition. The House of Flowers has shaped you, but you have also shaped it, leaving your own mark on its history. Your story is one of transformation, a testament to the power of resilience. House of Flowers hosts a grand celebration to honor your achievements. Guests from across Kyoto gather to watch your performance, and the halls are filled with music and laughter. The mistress offers a toast, praising your dedication and skill. For the first time, you feel truly seen and appreciated. The night is a culmination of years of hard work, a moment of joy and fulfillment. You dance with confidence, knowing that you have earned your place. With your new status, you are given the responsibility of training the next generation of apprentices. You teach them the lessons you have learned, the importance of discipline, the value of friendship, the power of resilience. Watching them grow, you see reflections of your younger self. You are proud to guide them, to help them find their own paths within the House of Flowers. The cycle continues, each generation building upon the last. One day, your family visits the House of Flowers. The reunion is bittersweet, filled with tears and laughter. They marvel at the woman you have become, proud of your accomplishments but saddened by the distance that now separates you. You share stories of your life, bridging the gap between past and present. The visit is a reminder of where you came from and of the sacrifices that made your journey possible. Forgiveness is a lesson hard learned in the House of Flowers. You forgive those who hurt you and seek forgiveness for your own mistakes. The process is not easy, but it brings a sense of peace. You realize that holding on to anger only deepens your wounds. Through forgiveness, you find healing and the strength to move forward. The House of Flowers becomes a place of reconciliation, where old hurts are transformed into new beginnings. As the years pass, the world outside the House of Flowers begins to change. New ideas and technologies arrive in Kyoto, challenging old traditions. You watch as the younger apprentices adapt quickly, eager to embrace the future. The mistress worries about the loss of heritage, but you see opportunity in change. You strive to balance respect for tradition with openness to new possibilities, guiding the house through uncertain times. Reflect on the legacy of the House of Flowers. It is a place shaped by the women who have lived and worked within its walls, each leaving their mark on its history. You are proud to be part of this lineage, to have contributed your own story to its tapestry. The legacy is not just one of beauty and tradition, but of resilience and transformation. You hope that future generations will honor and build upon what you have helped create. Time comes for your final performance. The house is filled with guests and the air is thick with anticipation. You move through the dance with grace and confidence, every gesture a reflection of years of dedication. As the music fades, the audience rises in applause. You bow deeply, tears in your eyes, grateful for the journey that has brought you here. The performance is both an ending and a beginning, a farewell to one chapter and the start of another. With your final performance behind you, you step into a new chapter of life. The future is uncertain, but you are no longer afraid. The lessons you have learned in the House of Flowers, resilience, grace, and the power of transformation will guide you wherever you go. You look back one last time, grateful for the home that shaped you. The sun rises over Kyoto and you walk forward with hope. Even as you leave, the memories of the House of Flowers remain with you. The laughter, the tears, the lessons learned, they echo in your heart, shaping the person you have become. You carry these memories with pride, knowing that they are a part of your story. The House of Flowers is no longer just a place, but a part of your soul. Its legacy lives on in you. As you move forward, new apprentices arrive at the House of Flowers. The cycle of learning, growth, and transformation continues. You watch from afar, knowing that each generation will face its own challenges and triumphs. The House of Flowers endures, a testament to the strength and resilience of the women who call it home. The story is never truly over, it is passed from one heart to the next. You write a letter to the future apprentices of the House of Flowers. In it, you share your hopes and dreams, your lessons and regrets. You encourage them to be brave, to cherish their friendships, and to honor the traditions that have shaped them. The letter is a gift, a bridge between past and future. You hope that your words will inspire those who come after you to find their own strength and beauty. True spirit of the House of Flowers is not found in its rituals or performances, but in the hearts of the women who live there. Their courage, kindness, and resilience are what give the house its strength. You realize that the House of Flowers is more than a place, it is a community, a family, a legacy of love and endurance. This spirit endures, carried forward by each new generation. In the end, you realize that you are like a flower in bloom, shaped by the soil of your past, nourished by the love and lessons of the House of Flowers. You have endured storms and basked in sunlight, growing stronger with each passing season. Your journey is a testament to the power of transformation, the beauty that can emerge from hardship. As you step into the world, you carry the spirit of the House of Flowers with you, blooming wherever you are planted.